Welcome back to Exchange Server Administration. In this video we are going to test the client connectivity from external network to make sure that everything is working fine. So let's move to the computer placed outside of our organization, that is internet. So right now we are on the computer placed in a public internet outside the organization and it's in a work group. So if I try to open my ECP, here we are able to open our Exchange Admin Center and the connection is secure. And if I try to log in with the administrator, we have changed the login method to a user principal name administrator@techiejack.inside. We are able to sign in. You see here user principal name is selected. If I go to the recipient, if I go to the Adams property, you can see the user login name is set as techiejack.inside and for the jack it is set as techiejack.live. Let's try to log in. If I go here and I say adam@techiejack.live, it do not allow me to log in, and if I do it as a inside, it allows me. If I log out from here and I use the name as jack@techiejack.live, we have set the UPN as techiejack.live and I will try to log in. Jack is able to log in. So our ECP and OA is working fine. Let's try the Outlook Auto Discover as well. As we know that we need a UPN name for the Auto Discover. If I try to configure it for a jack, because we have set the UPN name as jack@techiejack.live, if Auto Discover is working perfectly fine, it will just configure it automatically. If I click on next, you can see congratulations, your email account was successfully configured and ready to use. If I cancel it and try to configure it for the Adam, let's see, adam@techiejack.live and the password for Adam. It's prompting for the password. Let me try to put the password. Prompting me again. It's prompting again and again. Let me cancel it out. Even if I allow it, it will not work. So let me do one thing. Let's change the property of the Adam to the live and I will click on save. Let me cancel this and let's try it again for the adam@techiejack.live and the password. Now you can see it is configured. If I click on finish, it's preparing Outlook for first use and we are connected to our Exchange. Our ECP, OA and Auto Discover is working fine. If you read this mail here, Exchange Active Sync service has quarantined a mobile. It won't be able to synchronize until you take an action. And you have a properties here. User is Kathy@techiejack.live, device ID, model number, Android. So you have all these settings here. If I go to the Exchange mobile option and you can see here the Kathy, the quarantine device. The device is quarantined and if I edit it, we can see the details here like the model number of the mobile phone, the state is quarantine and default policy is applied. So if I want to allow this, I can just allow this. If I want to block this, I can block this. And you want to create a rule for this, you can create a rule like device family, Android, all models you want to allow or you want to quarantine. So now the new rule will be created. Let's say allow it. Now the Kathy will be able to synchronize her email. In order to enable the IMAP, we have to go to the services on the Exchange server. This is IMAP 4 and IMAP 4 backend. I will start it. Okay, and for the backend as well, I will say automatic, apply and start. The same way you have to enable the POP as well, but I am only enabling the IMAP. Also you have to forward the required port to your Exchange server. Now both the service has been started and I have also forwarded the port IMAP secure port 993 and the SMTP 587 to the Exchange server. So let's go back to our public computer. Now Adam is configured with the Auto Discover and if I go to the file accounts and I say new account, instead of Auto Discover I say manual setup and if I click on next, I select the POP and IMAP. I will say a user jack and instead of POP I will say IMAP and the incoming server will be mail.techiejack.live and the same the outgoing server will be, and I will put the password for the user jack and inside the mode setting, yes, my outgoing server requires authentication. In the advanced I will say SSL, that is 993, and I have forwarded this port on my router to the Exchange server, and for the outgoing server I need a TLS 587 and I will click on OK and let's click on next. You can see the setup is completed. Let me click on close. So you are all set. So let me finish, close it and you can see the jack@techiejack.live. So now it's synchronizing the email. All the email are there now, and we have a test message from the Microsoft Outlook. If I test the connection status, you can see the two users are there, Adam and Jack. Jack is connected through the IMAP protocol, that is IMAP, and the Adam is connected through the AutoDiscover. You can see the Exchange Mail and the IMAP. So we have successfully configured our client access. Our OA and ECP both are working from outside inside. Our AutoDiscover is also working perfectly fine from the outside inside. ActiveSync is also working, and our IMAP is also working. So by completing this, we have successfully completed the client access services. So let's meet in a next module.